So this was a segment I found on my phone, and it's almost like a bridge between where my content was in like 2015, 2016, and where it ended up at the end of 2017, 2018, when I kind of laser focused a lot of my content into a bunch of different segments that it's in now. And it was supposed to be like a variety show segment, and it has a little bit of drunk anime reviews, or a little bit of setup for that, a little bit of setup for the listening log updates, and because I referenced the listening log in the video, the text form, and I also, it's a little bit of a vlog like my old content used to be focused around, and a little bit of like a food review show like my old content used to be around, and it's like a proto conversation because it takes place on my car. This is a weird little thing that I did in like April of 2017 that I don't remember making. I was looking through my phone and I found this 17-minute video and I watched it, and it's weird. It gives a lot of insight to where I was at the time, and I figured since we're celebrating 10 years of me on the internet, I would edit this segment down and give it to you, and give you guys kind of behind the scenes peel of like what goes on in my head when I'm thinking about different segments to do on the channel, and this and that and all of that, and kind of where my headspace was as far as where I wanted to take my channel. Because like I say, I wanted to be more laser focused, and I feel like I finally achieved that at the end of 2017, and I feel like this might have been like a subconscious bridge I needed to cross. I don't know. It's a weird watch for me, especially. Maybe you guys will get some enjoyment out of it. I don't plan on making this segment a thing, because I already do like the conversations. I stopped doing the vlogs and the food content just because I didn't find it interesting to do anymore. I more relegate that to like Snapchat, and then I do like listening logs and stuff. So this segment doesn't really have a place on my channel, but maybe you guys will enjoy it. Let's give it a viewing. Hello, world of YouTube. This is my third take of the thing, because I guess I don't know how to do this anymore. Welcome to the first in an experiment of an idea I'm gonna call Pretty Random Awesome, which is where I used to lump my skits or my random shit that I would film. Remember those? Remember that shit? Remember when I would just do things without thinking about them? Those were the good old days. I think having anxiety attacks really fucked with my mantra. But this is just gonna be me throwing ideas at the wall, seeing what sticks. I'm gonna eat some popcorn chicken from Walmart for the first time in a long time. Man, that takes me back to being 12, less shitty mentally. But this is just where I'm gonna kind of do things. I'm gonna condense some ideas I've done on the channel into one form of non-content. Like, I'm gonna drink a thing in this episode I've never drank before. I'm gonna talk about some shit, give my opinion on some things, and just be the general person that I've been this whole time. I may talk about music, I may talk about films, I may just do things, you know? Because, I mean, one of the reasons why I've been so vacant on this channel, aside from just thinking about what to do, or just trying to taking a mental break from this whole thing, is, I don't know, I feel like I love all of my stuff. There's very few videos I've made where I'm like, that's shit. But I want to be, you know, a little more focused. You know, I want to, not for the sake of the fact that, you know, I'm gaining a lot of attention, or I'm garnering a lot of attention, I'm gaining a lot of traction to the channel, but because, I don't know, I'm getting older. You know, I want to still have fun on here. That's why I'm doing this experiment, to see how it plays out. Let me know what you think. But also just because, I don't know, I think it'd be interesting to dabble with this for a little while. I don't know if I don't like it, I'll go back to doing nonsense. I don't fucking know. But I went shopping today, because it's a great way to help your depression. Be like, hey, I have money, I can spend it. So I bought some more movies, because I have an addiction to buying movies. If you don't follow me on Snapchat or Twitter, I've amassed a decent movie collection. And I bought more movies and a couple more games, because I'm trying to build my game collection back up, because when I wasn't a little bit happier with my financial situation, I sold some shit for money. So I'm trying to get it back. But I bought 2 games I don't own. I bought Lost Planet 2, because I have the first Lost Planet. And I bought Jungle Strike, which is the second game in a trilogy that I already have the other 2 installments of. Or it's a series, but it started off as a trilogy. I already have Desert Strike, and I already have Urban Strike. So it was fitting to get the second one because I like those games. They're fun. I talked about them on my Genesis list, my top 11 Genesis games list, where I praised Desert Strike, and that's still a fun-ass game, still hard as balls. What's funny about this is I clearly didn't remember filming this because I bought Jungle Strike again a couple years later, like earlier this year, because I forgot that I had it and I neglected to check because I was so gung-ho that no, I never bought Jungle Strike. So it's weird. It was weird watching this video because of that. Yeah, I like how this is placed now because it's less jittery. It's hard as fuck to film 2 people, but I can adjust that if I have someone else in the car. And also, this is perfect for when I get better editing software because I can put things here. This is like great display mode. I'm gonna do this whole one in my car. It's not gonna be one take. I will edit this, so that way you're not just hearing me ramble and shit. I'm trying to fulfill happiness in various chasms in my life now that I'm a quarter of a century old, and this is one that I'm trying to fulfill my happiness to. Buying shit and you guys. I filmed a birthday vlog, at least a thing for the birthday vlog. I need to edit that. Another world of YouTube. Let's talk about life. So as many of you know, today is my birthday. Turned the big old 25, and normally on the channel I'll do a video where I kind of showcase my day. Well, today my day has not been that eventful. I had the day off from work, and so I chose I used that opportunity to get very drunk last night, and I've been hungover for most of the day and trying to cure it by resting and eating shit tons of food. Went to IHOP, as I always do on my birthday. I'm eating Taco Bell, as I do a lot lately anyway, because it's Taco Bell. And I've been thinking, as I also do, every fucking day. But you guys know that. You guys know I'm always thinking about shit. I'm always thinking about where life is taking me. All that fun crap. But I can say, you know, solemnly that this has been a very bittersweet birthday. There are some things I feel like I'm missing from my day that I would have loved to have done, or that I would have loved to have shared. Like, while I love that mentally I'm in a better place than I was the last couple birthdays, I feel comfortable in a few aspects that I haven't been comfortable in a while, thanks to my changes I've made in my life in recent months. I've been trying to build towards. I've been trying to speed up the process of feeling comfortable with where I'm at in life, and I feel like I'm finally doing that. You know, I'm able to treat myself a little better. I'm able to reward myself a little better, a little more, which is nice. And I just feel like I feel really comfortable, but not comfortable enough to stop growing. And that's something I encourage other people to do. That's even if you feel comfortable, keep seeing where you can improve. Keep seeing where you can grow in life, you know? Because not saying comfort's a bad thing, because it's really not. I'm constantly seeking comfort, which, I mean, I'm writing bars, by the way. You know, I always encourage people to kind of, even when you're comfortable, whether it be with your relationship, with your significant other, or just where you're at in life, just see what new thing you can do or explore, you know? You guys know I've been delving a lot into film lately. I've been really thinking about movies and cinematography and directing and all that sort of shit, because I don't know, I've been doing this for so long, you know, it's really got me thinking about how movies are made, you know. Not that I want to make one myself, you know. I'd like to, you know, maybe direct a movie or dip my toes into film, but I mean, I don't have that opportunity yet, but I'm you know, it's been my interest, you know. While I love music and I'm still working on music stuff, I'm always looking on what new thing I can tackle, what new thing I can do, you know, where I can improve as far as my own interests lie. You know, I'm a guy who loves art, so where can I improve in the realms of art, you know? So, I always encourage people to do the same, whether your interests are cars or sports or what have you. You know, what can you learn? What can you improve on your knowledge or anything like that, you know? And like I said, while I feel like I'm at a better place mentally, I'm still seeing what I can do new. What new shit I can do in my life. And how that would affect my life and those around me. Like I said, there's things I wish I could share this day with. You know, I wish my mom were here. I miss my mom. I wish I could have spent it with my best friend too. You know, that would have been really nice. To just hang out with them, play games with them, you know, go bowling with them. Going bowling tonight. I'm hoping tonight goes well. You know, I have a handful of people invited, and while that didn't work out well for me last year because the people I decided to invite were not the best people, some of them were. You know who you are if you're watching this, and I greatly appreciate your continued existence in my life. I'm hoping for better things. The people that I'm surrounding myself around now are much better people, and they genuinely seem to care about me. I don't know, I kind of wanted to just talk to you guys, you know, just splather words on the canvas. You know, like I said, I'm still working on bars. I'm still trying to line up a bunch of shit for you guys. I'm hoping that nothing else major comes in my way and stops me from releasing this. I have all the footage together. I just have to edit it. I have other ideas I'm exploring. I haven't even started my director video yet, or my films video yet. I have a companion video that I want to do with that, but I'm also trying to kind of tackle things less broad-wise. I feel like I'm spreading myself too thin as far as my mental ideas go. So I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time like this. I wanted to just sit here and do this. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to just make a thing. You know, I'm going to have 2 shots. This one and the one where I rap. Because I'm always a guy with a lot of ambition. But my time nowadays cannot be allocated to this like I'd like for it to. Like it used to be. You know, you guys really like when I get ambitious and when I put a huge project out there, and while I still want to do that, I don't have the time that I used to put into a project like that or a video like that. So when it does happen, I want it to still be as good as my stuff used to be. I'm going to finish this burrito. I'm going to eat these Cinnabon Delights. Thank you again. I thank you guys all the time, but thank you for everything. I wanted to keep it simple. And that's the other thing. Like, I love making long, big edited videos. Like the listening logs, I want to become that. But given I don't have the tools at my disposal, which I should get instead of buying crap that I like, I should invest in my passions a little more, and that'll come with time, I guess. Because I'm trying to, I don't know, trying to make myself happy, and I don't know, having things, I guess, is a form of making myself happy. One of the things I bought today to drink, because hey, if I'm gonna eat some chicken, might as well just go the full 9 and be an American. I bought the Mountain Dew USA, which if you don't know, it's literally just, they were like, let's put Code Red, Voltage, and Whiteout together and see what that tastes like. And I guess it was good enough to market, or at least it was profitable enough to market. So we're going to see if it's good enough to be something. They released it because America. I mean, why not? Instead of putting Baja Blast on the market like the fans want, they're going to try and do stupid shit. And I can praise that enough to invest in it. This doesn't smell good. I mean, it's not bad. It's just weird. It's like there's an orgy happening in my mouth of flavors. But Code Red is the most subdued, which is sad because that's my favorite of these 3 flavors. Whiteout and the Voltage definitely conflict with each other a lot in that drink. It's not bad. It might get bad the more I drink it, though. So let's see. Also, what's the caffeine content? It's moderate. Their Game Fuel and Baja Blast are more. Yeah, that one. Oh, that one wasn't good. That was a bad sip. It's a roulette when you drink USA. It's a roulette. You could end up good, and you could end up shot in the mouth. That's what this is gonna be. If you don't know, I've been back on the Mad Sounds podcast. I've done 3 with Mark, and they're all great. Probably our 3 best podcasts together as just a twosome since we became a twosome, I think. I think the chemistry's definitely better developed, which is weird because I've been away for so long. But that's great. I'm loving that. I don't know. I still think the best podcast, at least my favorite podcast that we did, was the one where we talked about 1989 when John was still on the podcast. That was a great podcast. But the one, not the train one, the train offshoot, the what he split into two parts. The first part I think is probably my favorite beginning to any podcast we've done. That shit's, I don't know. I just like Grandma's Spaghetti Shack. I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's just good. I'll go a little more into this in my April listening log, but I have not listened to a whole lot of new music. I've listened to 2 albums thus far this month. And I'll probably listen to maybe one more outside of one that I'm really excited for, the new Gorillaz, but I mean, it's not that it's been a bad month for new releases, and I have some catch-up I want to do, but I have been so entranced with film soundtracks, especially in the past couple of days. Like, this week, I've listened to a lot of different things. Like, I've gotten into the band Chairlift, and I'm listening to a lot of Beach House, both of which great. I like Beach House, but I'm digging Chairlift. I got into them recently. I've just also been in a jazzy ass mood. Like, I've been watching a lot of Cowboy Bebop because one of the things I've invested money in is anime for some reason. I haven't been an avid anime watcher since I was like maybe 14, maybe even younger than that. Like, but I liked Cowboy Bebop, you know. I really liked Cowboy Bebop. I bought 2 of the, like, 5 anime that I watched when I was an anime fan. I bought all of Cowboy Bebop, like, in separate discs. Like, I didn't buy, like, a definitive collection. I bought them all in, like, how they broke it up was in sessions. I bought all 6 or 7 sessions. And Furikuri, I bought all the Furikuri. I have the first 2 episodes waiting in the mail, like they're still coming, but I fucking love Furikuri. I'm rewatching that, and it's flawless. Not flawless, but it's amazing. And I don't know, like, one of the other 5 anime I watched a lot when I was an anime fan was Dragon Ball Z, and I probably will not buy all of Dragon Ball Z because there's and I won't get Kai, because if you're gonna watch Dragon Ball Z, you gotta just watch, like, you gotta be patient enough to sit through the schlock, but there's too much schlock. Like, what I like about, and what I've been trying to do, because I've been trying to slowly work my way back into an anime, but not, like, as much as I used to be, because I used to read manga and all that shit, is just buy the anime I know I love, and then buy smaller anime. But that's my next goal, outside of investing more into this. I want to get a better camera, I want to get a better computer to edit on, and I want to get software again, and a microphone that isn't a Rock Band mic, because I'm still rocking with that. Still rocking with the classics. All that'll come in time, because I have other things I also have to invest money in, like my car and my life. Anime has been my life, and jazz. That's where I was offshooting. I've been watching Cowboy Bebop by proxy. I've been listening to a lot of jazz. I found the Whiplash soundtrack on Spotify. God, that soundtrack is amazing. Like, if you want a great big band soundtrack with some really nice jazzy elements, fucking the soundtrack to Whiplash. It's got a lot of panache. Like, I know, like, TROO jazz, like, it's not as avant-garde, because I'm a fan of avant-garde jazz. I like out there shit, but this is a nice, just digestible jazz. Like, it's like the Kamasi Washington Project, the epic, but more condensed and less out there. Because Kamasi Washington, like, that's a great fucking project, and there's a lot of variety, whereas this, it's kind of condensed. But one of the things I really like is the drones that they throw in there. It adds a little bit of that, you know, abstractness to a very digestible sound, and it's dope. Like, I've been binging that a shit ton. Caravan, it's like a 9-minute cut of the track Caravan. The drumming in that, I love it. I think it's great, and it's very drum-centric, the whole soundtrack, because it's Whiplash. If you don't know, it's a great movie about drumming. It's like one of my favorite movies that's come out in the last, like, 5 years. It's so good. And the soundtrack's amazing. Taking another shot in the mouth. See, that one was good. That was a good sip. That was a lot of voltage in that sip. How the fuck, how does that work? Like I said, I've been investing a lot in movies, and one of the things I want to start getting, because, well, I'm almost out of movies that I haven't seen that I really want to see, and I'm moving into movies that I have seen that I want to get the collections of, and I'm working on the Marvel movies now. And now about Iron Man. Also, that's the problem. I go to a store where they sell movies for dirt cheap, and they have deals where if you buy 5, you get the 6th and 7th free. So you gotta... Like, I used to be like this with music. I used to spend a lot of money on music. But now I have a Spotify, and I know that it's not in my collection, but I've amassed a decent digital music collection. And if there's anything I don't have and I really want it, I'll buy it still. Like, I bought all of Kendrick Lamar's music because I fucking love Kendrick Lamar, you know? But it's not like, you know, movies. Like, I don't mind Netflix, but Netflix changes its arsenal too fucking much. And they're becoming very show-centric. So I don't know if that means they're going to start reducing the amount of movies they have on the service. I'd hope not, because movies were their selling point, and while they've made a lot of great shows, they've also made some duds. I'm hoping that's not the case for Netflix, but we'll fucking see. Also, I've been going for like 16 minutes. This will be edited down. I don't know how much, but it'll be edited down. But I should probably stop at some point. And I'm thinking this is a good stopping point, if any. Plus, I want to get in my house, and I want to put some shit up before I get ready for work, because I got to be at work in a couple hours. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you enjoyed this, if you want to, because I don't know, I was on 2 podcasts at a point, so I like talking about things, and I like giving my opinions on things. So that's also a thing. If you want to hear my opinion on fucking anything, I'll talk about it, you know? This is an experiment in vlogging, to where I'm not just documenting my average, my a little above average life, or making it exciting at the risk of becoming less interesting. I want to just be me. I want to just talk about shit. I want to talk about life. I want to talk about things. It's fun to do, and I love doing that with you. And maybe I'll have people on this segment thing. I don't fucking know. I'll still have centralized, focused things like the listening log updates where I talk about music. And when I get video game, or when I get the ability to do so again, I'll go back to making Let's Plays too. And I'll do focused film reviews too at some point. Like, I'll get back into that. But I just like talking about shit. You know? I like just doing shit. Not just by myself, but with people. So, I don't know. Let me know. I'm gonna go though. I've been Viral Rack. You guys are good at lives and situations. And I'll see you another day! Chicken!